How should John and Barb invest an inheritance? It's going to be a good one here. Just got off the horn with some nice folks. Just salt the earth, fantastic people, doing what they can to make the world a better place. Not rich. The same old story, driving an old 2002 pickup truck for the husband. Wife used to drive, I think it's a 2007 Honda Civic, has now got a 2019 Honda Accord they pay cash money for. She taught a little bit. He basically ran some rental real estate and handyman. Nothing fancy about these people. That's good. It's the way it used to be in the good old America. That's for sure. Anyway, mom just died. Wow, just went down the wrong throat. All right, so mom dies, leaves them with $750,000 of inheritance. No idea what to do with the money. Never had this kind of scratch before. So what do we do? What do we do? All right. So let's dive into this. I'm using John and Barb sample, and this is obviously not them, but I'm going to show you them. They're both 60, what I got, 68? Yeah, 68. They're both on Social Security. All right, I got Charlotte. I need to change that to Barb. All right, there we go. Barb had some money from a TIA CREF that she annuitizes, so she gets an annuity for about $1,000 a month. John's got Social Security at $1,400 a month. Barb's got Social Security at $1,800 a month. Between these three sources of income, that's $4,200 a month, right at $50,000 a year. They own a house. If we go over here, they got a house, $370,000. We got them in Georgia. All right, so there's no state income tax if you're over 65 with less than $65,000 of income per person. All right, and so they own this house. They're paying about $3,500 a year when it all comes down to it in terms of property taxes and the insurance. John takes care of the maintenance himself. All right, well, their goal really, they don't do much. They don't spend much. They spend $2,000 a month. They got healthcare costs. I'm saying about $10,000, probably $6,000 a year of healthcare between them. A little bit more than that. $8,000 a year healthcare. That's probably too much, actually. It doesn't matter. I'm going to show you why. But anyway, so what we're doing is we're saying we got about $8,000 a year healthcare, another $2,500, $3,500, $4,500 a year housing, and then we got they're spending money. They don't have any car payment. They just have a new car. They like to pay cash money to go down to take their grandkids on vacation every now and again. They have, I think, a pull up for an RV to go to the beach. Pretty simple, man. All right. So anyway, so they get this inheritance of $750,000. All right, and they, by the way, they're saving as it is right now, and they're already on healthcare, right, on Medicare, and they're saving just from their income alone about $400 a month. So it's happening. They're doing it. Just FYI. So before people scream bloody murder, they can't do that. They're doing it. They're doing it right now. They're saving about $400 a month because that's they just don't spend that much. All right, and they're happy as a clam. So what do we do with this money? $750,000 in the bank. All right, so what I'm going to do with this money, I'm going to basically say what we're going to do is we're going to have them investing in Wellington and Wellesley, because essentially they're going to leave it for their grandkids, ideally. So we're going to say $750 a year gives us, if I can find my calculator, but did Finney just snake it from me? Hold on just a second. Excuse me, Finney. He's under there. I'm not going to move him. I'm basically saying they're going to get $20,000 a year from their $700. So basically what's going to happen is they're going to take $500,000, put half in Wellington, half in Wellesley, and they're going to leave the $250,000 in the bank, if that makes sense. So at $500,000, I'm saying roughly a 4% distribution of capital gains and qualified dividends. That's $20,000 a year. Hope that makes sense. So we got $500,000 we're going to put into investments in the Wellington, Wellesley. That's going to yield them $20,000 a year. And then I'm going to say on the rest of the money, they're going to get some income from the bonds and everything. I hope that makes sense. So check this. I just want to show you how the taxes work. Because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So I just want to, how else can I say this? The software, it can't tell you how much capital gains and dividends is going to be because we don't know. We don't know what is going to be going forward. There are always special dividends. We just don't know. So I'm using a camera, but some certain amount of get dividends, capital gains. But I also want to make sure they're getting some interest off their savings account as well. So when all is said and done, I'm saying we're going to leave this bank, just the bank account. We're not going to reinvest or anything because we're not trying to get, I just want to show you the taxation. So we're going to leave this here. It's just going to stay flat, $750,000. But actually what's happening is 250 staying in the bank, 500 is going between half into Wellesley, half into Wellington, and that 500 is going to generate this right here, 20,000 a year of dividends. I call it qualified dividends, long-term capital gain, plus another about 4,000 a year of interest income, which is taxed as ordinary income. All right, hope that makes sense. So we're going to say, what does it look like from a tax perspective? All right. So let's just take this out for just a second. We're going to say 0 here, and I'm just going to show you if they left us $750,000 in cash. All right, let's see what that looks like. We're going to go to retirement, and we're going to go to tax. I want to show you the tax here. All right, so they're not running out of money, and this is in today's dollars, by the way. You can see they don't pay any tax. No tax at all on 58,000, 60,000. No tax at all. Why? Because when all is said and done, that social. Let's just go to we'll go to 1040. When all is said and done, go to details. We'll go to 2022. They got $40,000 a year coming from Social Security, of which only $1,900 is taxable, subject to taxation. Taxable, subject to taxation. $12,000 annuity. So then they got $3,000 of interest, which is taxable interest, which I think is fair on $750,000. Well, let's get my calculator here. Finish literally sitting on my other calculator. 750 times 0.005. Yeah, that's about right. So I'm giving them, I guess I should have done, I forgot what I should have done. But anyway, that's about right. $3,700 a year of interest from the bank, if that makes sense. So we're having $3,752 plus their annuity plus the taxable income from Social Security, because this is provisional income. We've already done provisional income. The software does it for us. That means their adjusted gross income is only $17,717. When you have a standard deduction of $28,000, they pay no taxes. All right, so I hope that makes sense. So now let's go back and we're going to go to profile. And what we'll do is we'll say we'll invest some of that money to generate an income of $20,000 a year of qualified dividends, long-term capital gains. $20,000. All right, and we're just saying dividend, qualified dividend, and we're going to go to tax here. All right, let's just see what that looks like. And we're going to go to details. We're going to go to 2022. All right. So here we got qualified dividends, $20,000. We got taxable interest, $7,800. We got the pension or the annuity at $12,000. Plus now we've basically increased our taxable Social Security quite a bit. From before it was $1,900, now it's $16,000. But look, man, they got $53,000 of AGI. But their total income is a hell of a lot more than that, because we'll come back around that. But they got $53,000 of AGI, $28,000 of standard deduction, and yet their taxable income is $24,000, but they're only paying $424 in total taxes. Why? Because it's long-term capital gains. They're still in the 12% tax bracket, so they're only paying taxes on this right here and this right here. That's it, man. I mean, not so. They're only paying taxes on this and this after standard deductions, because long-term capital gains and qualified dividends are not subject to taxation if you're in the 12% tax bracket. I think it's Schedule D we want to go to for capital gains and losses. We got no capital gains, all right? So then we've got to go to Schedule B for dividends. And we got $3,800 of interest income from the bank account, $20,600 of qualified dividends. All right, so isn't that crazy? So I mean, they're still not paying any taxes. I mean, a little bit, but not much. They're not paying in the state of Georgia. Actually, let's see if they got them taxed. I hope they don't have them taxed in Georgia, because they don't pay any taxes in Georgia. Tax. Yeah, so of this tax, this is gone. That doesn't happen. There's no state income tax in Georgia if your income's that low. All right, so let's add another income. Again, I'm trying to finagle this the best I can without having to reinvent the wheel of the software. We're just going to say other income. We're going to call this interest income. We'll say let's say $5,000 a year of interest income. Earn income, interest right there. We'll say already started, and we'll go until end of both plans. Adjust that 3% a year. Actually, we'll adjust that 2% a year. Say joint. And we'll go to retirement. Let's see what that does for our taxes. Go to cash flow. And it makes our taxes $22,000 a year. And then how much is that in Georgia? 741. It's not even, but you're not paying that. So it's just, it's crazy. Look at that. I mean, of all the income. So if you look at income flows, where's it coming from? Social Security, 40,000 a year, pension, 12,000 a year, other income, qualified dividend, joint other income. That's their interest they're getting from the Wellesley Fund and the Wellington, whatever the interest is they're getting off that. $25,000 a year of income, and they're only paying. Oh boy. Oh, hold on, it's starting to rain. Hold on. So I dry my running shoes, and I have them outside, and I keep leaving them outside when it rains. So I'm trying to dry them. So if it starts raining, I don't want them outside. All right. So anyway, let's go back. So you can see. I mean, they're just, look at this, man. Look at all that income they got coming in. Total income $76,000, but they're only paying $2,000. They're not even paying $2,000 in tax. They're only paying $1,200 in tax. If we just go to 1040, it's just, oh man. And go to 2022. Look at this. They got 82,000 of total income. Because right here, 40,000 Social Security benefits, only 21,000 subject to taxation. All right, so let's go back to retirement cash flows. I just, man, if you know the tax code, look at this. So their total income is right here, 40, 50, 52, whatever that is, $77,000. That's right here, $78,000, man, total income. And if you look at the tax, I mean, it's $80,000 of income. They're paying freaking less than $1,000 of taxes. Look at this. So their total, we got $9,000 because we got the interest that they have to pay tax on. $20,000 because of pension, the qualified dividends and long-term capital gain. $12,000 because of the annuity / pension. $21,000 of Social Security taxation, subject to income tax, but they're really getting $40,000. Their total AGI is $62,000, but that's $20,000 lower than what their total income is because AGI doesn't include a good part of their Social Security. Standard deduction is $28,000. Total taxable income is $34,000. They're only paying $1,371. Why? Because the bulk of this is long-term capital gain and qualified dividends. Anyway, if you're not paying, because you're in the 12% tax bracket, and if you're 12% tax bracket, your long-term capital gains and qualified dividends is not taxable. It's such a wonderful use of the tax code. All right. Love to hear your thoughts. We'll see you.